Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video, I will show you a game between Rameshbabu Praggnanandhaa and Magnus Carlsen. This is a game from the Tata Steel Masters Tournament 2022. Praggnanandhaa had white pieces and he started with d4. Carlsen played d5, c4, the Queen's Gambit, e6, knight to f3, and now d takes on c4, the Queen's Gambit, accepted, e3, a6, bishop takes pawn on c4, knight to f6, castling c5. This is the standard move. White to move. b3 was played. Queen to e2 is the most played move, and then white usually plays rook to d1. Praggnanandhaa played b3, b6, and now not bishop to b2 but bishop to a3. So if pawn takes pawn, bishop takes bishop. Back to our game. Knight from b to d7, d5, e takes on d5, bishop takes on d5, attacking the rook, rook to b8, bishop to b2, bishop to e7, knight to c3, Magnus Carlsen castled kingside 2, queen to c2, b5, rook from f to d1, queen to c7, a4, h6, a takes on b5, a takes on b5, queen to e2, queen to b6, e4, rook to e8, queen to d2. e5 seems like an interesting move, but you would have to calculate a lot. Black would probably play bishop to f8, not moving the knight. Back to our game. Queen to d2, on the way to f4. Bishop to f8, queen to f4, b4, knight to a4, knight takes on d5, rook takes on d5, queen to e6. How to defend the pawn on e4. Praggnanandhaa played rook from a to d1. Let's take it back. What happens if knight to d2 is played? Then bishop to b7. And let's go back. How about rook to e1? Then again bishop to b7. And if rook goes to d3, bishop takes on e4, from d to e3, f5. Black stands better. Back to our game. That is why Praggnanandhaa played rook from a to d1. Black to move. Rook to a8 was played. I guess some players would grab the pawn on e4. This is also a good move. And if queen takes queen, rook takes queen. After rook takes on d7, bishop takes on d7, rook takes bishop, c4. And black is better. Back to our game. Rook to a8 was played, intending c4 and removing the defender of the knight, at the same time threatening c3. Queen to c1, queen takes on e4, h3. Let's take it back. How about rook takes knight? If rook takes knight, one line goes like this. Bishop takes rook, rook takes bishop, rook from a to d8, rook takes rook, rook takes rook, h3, queen to e2, and black stands better. Back to our game. h3 was played. White has no compensation for the lost pawn. Rook to a7, queen to d2, queen to g6, knight to h4, queen to e6, knight to f5, c4, and now queen to d4. And this looks pretty good for white, at least on the surface. I knew black doesn't play the right move, but what is the right move in this position? What would you do? Before I show you the right move, I will show you the wrong move. If black wants to save the rook, the knight takes on g7 is unpleasant. But Carlsen played the best move, and that is knight to f6, defending and attacking. Knight to b6. If queen takes on a7, then knight takes on d5, and black wins back to our game. Knight to b6 was played. c3. Well, white is lost after this move. Knight takes on c8. Queen takes on d5. Queen takes on d5. If queen takes on a7, then queen takes rook. So we have queen takes queen, knight takes queen, knight takes on a7, c takes on b2, rook to b1, black played the move and white resigned, and the move is rook to e2. Praggnanandhaa resigned. If knight to d4, knight to c3, knight takes on e2, knight takes rook, and after something, knight to d2. And I guess we can stop here. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.